looks good, so shall I give you a 3, 2, 1? Should I give you a 3, 2, 1? You know where you're going? 3, 2.
50 years long was my first wedded span, followed by 18 as a yet delighted man.
Okay, that's good.
Okay?
That's it?
Yes. Now for chorus.
Just keep it running.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. The error. Were the errors in the first or the second? Oh, it wasn't in the poem at all. It was in the introduction.
It was in the introduction, that's what I said how to go, yeah. That's why I don't know exactly, yeah.
It's in the
I
introduction.
mean, when there's, in the poem, there's duck soup, but now, and you gave me the lines in the introduction a while ago in the room.
All right, I'll give them to you again.
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
that? So the first line is, and there are about X clubs around the world. And
That's it.
and you pick the number.
And there are about 8,600 clubs around the world, that's it.
Try it again, but with more feeling.
You're not the director, okay?
Well, I didn't have feeling because I was talking to you.
Am I encroaching on your territory?
Can we
Yeah,
do
but
this, can we do this before I forget the damn line?
I've
Yeah.
just given
Well,
up.
what is the line again, Rex?
And there are about 3,600 clubs around the world.
Okay, is the number 3,600 correct?
Oh, no, it's 8,600.
Well, we can just barely squeeze it in. Go ahead and try it again.
Okay, and there are about 8,600 clubs around the world. Cut.
I like worldwide. Can we do it again? Why doesn't he do the whole
I
sentence?
can do the whole sentence, including
You sure?
That's not the way I had it done on my paper.
Well, okay, yeah, whatever you want.
Wouldn't it be easier to do the whole
We
sentence?
just
Well,
want.
so in your mental processes, Rex, I'm trying to give you the feeling for the scene.
Roman Polanski.
You're
I remember the other thing that bugged me about your videos is the titles didn't suit what was in it. You should have the title of the video be what's in the video, not some obscure.
Well,
Poetic
a lot of the
parallel.
titles Doug used to put on, I've changed some of them. Maybe I didn't change them
All right, let me take that over because you guys both have your head up your tuchuses. Just make it straightforward, okay? We're not smoking dope anymore, Doug. You're not Bob Dylan.
I use creative license.
Well,
Yeah.
if we're ready, why don't we pack up and go back?
Rush, rush, rush. All that was on tape, by the way.
Hello, this is Rex from Rex Recites, speaking to you again from Bellwood. Actually, I came here the 1st of September in 2014 and had been here 2 months when I experienced the first Bellwood Halloween party. So what I found in the costume store was a T-Rex, we call it a helmet or a mask, and I began immediately going like this and roaring around a couple of the staff members who were attending the party came up to me and said, Rex, you better tone your demonstration down just a little bit because some of the people are getting a little bit upset at you roaring at them. And so I did that. But anyway, since then, the nickname has stuck with me and everybody knows me now as T-Rex. That morning, but mid-morning, I said to myself, you know, I should write a poem about rhinoceroses. Cut. So maybe I can just start and say, now here's the poem. Can you work that in all right?
If you don't mind the fact that you said you're writing a poem about rhinoceroses.
You said rhinoceros.
Did I say rhinoceros?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sitting here going, what the hell?
I sort of.
I thought there was an inside joke
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and so I didn't stop
Okay,
him.
so
You should stop him when he does stuff like
yeah, you should.
I like
you
to
should
keep
stop me.
it interesting.
about dinosaurs, or you could just say a poem and then go into your
But whatever you do, don't say rhinoceroses
Or hippopotami.
Okay, and so my reputation as a romantic T-Rex gained by leaps and bounds. So last January 21st, I went around all the dining room tables containing women and asked them if they knew this was National Hugging Day, and nobody did, but I told them it was. And so I proceeded to hug in a light-hearted fashion all the women that day in the dining room.
So you should say
Wait,
something like this.
I just cued him to start.
You should say that hugs and kisses from Rex at Rex Recites.
Okay, fine.
That might be good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
If you've enjoyed this poem, I would appreciate it if you would. I always forget that term.
Subscribe.
Okay.
Register.
No. Hippopotamus.
Hugs and kisses from T-Rex. Goodbye.
Sure nothing changed. That looks pretty good.
Hello, this is Rex from Rex Recites. This video is going to be a little departure in the format from our usual formats. So first of all, I'm going to direct you to a poem called Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll from Through the Looking Glass. And you probably are somewhat familiar with this poem. It's a very famous nonsense poem. 'Twas drilling and the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mommy ras outgrabe. But I got to think of my introduction before we start. Is this still on or is it turned off?
It's still on, but it's no harm. It's got plenty of juice. And we can use all your ruminations as outtakes someday.
To make fun of you.
Yeah.
Now, I always heard did gyre and gimble. You said
Yes,
gyre
I know. I
and
said
gimble.
John Jim. Then I've read up some things. I mean, the pronunciations vary.
You missed a
And-
couple of words here and there, but
Yeah,
not
I know.
too bad.
I know.
All in all, that was great, though.
Are you kidding?
There were
After
no-
the last
there
time?
was no breaks in there.
After-
Phew!
You have to do Hamlet,
The Hamlet.
and he's going to ham it up.
Are you
What?
kidding?
Yeah, Hamlet up.
I doubt it.
Again, where does this come in?
Well, just a minute now. It says this is a consummation to be wished.
And then we've got to go to the Bear Bodkin, right?
Then we have to go to the Bear Bodkin. Yeah, but that's quite a way further down. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Right.
fine. And then, so I got this, we get a better picture for this. When do we go to death here?
When do we go to
This one,
what?
this picture of death.
Oh,
So that
well, you
comes
keep
in
going, the dread of something after death. How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable are all the uses of the world to me. 'Tis a weeded garden, full of rank and gross things.
Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun. Take it on the run,
Hello, this
on the
is
run,
Rex
on the
from Rex
run.
Recites.
Hear them
And the
calling
video
you and
that I'm doing today is quite different from most I've done in the past because it's very sad. It's a war poem by Wilfred Owen, who was a young Englishman, and he enlisted in World War I, this was about. And so the poem is entitled with a French or a Latin title, Dulce et decorum est. The poem ends with the title, with 3 additional Latin words, pro patria mori. And so the whole sentence reads, it is sweet and wonderful to die for one's country. Men marched asleep. Many had lost their boots, but limped on bloodshod. Gas! Gas! Quick, boys! An ecstasy of fumbling, fitting the clumsy helmets just in time. But someone was crying out and stumbling and floundering like a man in fire or lime. If in some smothering dreams you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him in, my friend, you would not tell with such high zest to children ardent for some desperate glory, dulca et decorum est pro patria mori. I'm going to make the transition from the tragedy of the poem to the hope expressed by dreams.
All right.
And I'm just thinking again how to say that.
Oh, you
before.
don't have that transition?
Well, I do have it sort of in mind, but I was just going over it. And yet, the idea of hope springing eternal in the human breast, which is expressed by Alexander Pope, is to some extent within us all. And so I'm going to follow this tragic poem by a short little poem by Langston Hughes, simply called Dreams. He says, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams go, life is a barren field of frozen snow.
Whoa.
So you can work with that. So,
I think you should say, this is Rex from Rex Recites.
yeah, I'll say that, but I mean the poem itself.
The poem itself, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
This is Rex from Rex Recites signing off, and if you haven't done so, please register below. Goodbye. Thank you.
It ain't registered, it's
Subscribe.
You did it last
not-
time too, and I didn't make you redo it, but I think
Okay.
you should redo it this
Okay,
time.
let's.
He's gonna be registered.
Register with the warden.
I mean, they'll say, well,
Okay.
maybe it'll go
Okay,
viral.
I'll do
Listen
that
to this guy,
again.
he
I'll
says
do that
register.
I'll do that again. Ready?
Mhm.
Just a minute. This is Rex from Rex Recites. I hope you weren't too depressed by the poem on this video. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please do so below. Thank you. Goodbye.
I think we need like a pacemaker on Dad, and I can put the pause button on.
I think
The
it
remote
should
control.
have electricity in it, so you can give him a shot.
A cattle prod. Is there another one?
No, that's it.